If you're feeling like you're starting over a week, you have a new idea, a new plan, a new tool, new this is finally gonna work attitude, and then somehow you're still stuck. It's not because you're lazy, it's not because you're broken. You're just caught in a pattern. And I want you to name it because when you name it, you change it. Here's the problem. What's actually happening is you're jumping into new ideas every week. You get a spark, you feel hopeful, you get motivated, and then a few days later, something feels off. You see someone doing it better. You hear about a new strategy. You watch a video that makes you question your plan. So you pivot, and again. And because you keep pivoting, you start to feel behind, overwhelmed, like everyone else got the map and I'm still sitting here guessing. So you try to go faster, but faster without direction just creates more mess. Then this happens. You start a project and you don't finish them. Not because you don't care, but because the finish line keeps moving. You're building a thing, and halfway through, you decide you need a different thing. So now you're holding half built systems, half written scripts, half finished offers, and none of them are giving you a result because none of them are complete. You start doubting yourself. You start thinking, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I don't have what it takes. And that doubt makes you avoid consistent action because consistent action feels pointless when you don't trust your direction. So, why does this keep happening? It's usually not a motivation problem, it's a clarity problem. Number one, no clear next step. When you don't know the next step, everything feels like the next step. So you bounce. You do whatever feels urgent, whatever feels exciting, whatever feels like relief. Number two, chasing better strategies. You're not committed to a system. You're committed to the hope that the next strategy will be better. But better is endless. And when your brain believes there's always better ways, you never build anything long enough to work. Number three, reacting instead of planning. You wake up and you respond to what you saw, what you heard, and what you're scared of what someone else is doing. So your week gets built on reactions and not intention. So, okay, here's the shift. What do you do instead? And I'm going to keep it simple because simple is actually what gets you out. First, you pick a simple direction. Not 10, not 3, one. One lane. One main path you're going to walk, even when it's boring, even when you feel tempted, even when someone posts a shiny shortcut. One direction. Number two, focus on one small outcome. Not build a whole business, not change my life. One small outcome that you can actually finish. Examples: one video published, one landing page done, one free community setup, one weekly workshop plan. Small, finishable, real. Third, before you buy again, this is huge. If you keep collecting tools before you even build the foundation, you end up with a garage full of parts and no car. So make a rule. I don't buy a next thing until I use what I have to completion. Fourth, track progress weekly. Not daily panic, weekly tracking. Once a week, ask, what did I ship? What worked? What didn't work? And what's the next step? And then write them down because you will see the progress. Doesn't feel real, and write it down because progress you can't see doesn't feel real. Fifth, repeat what works. This is the whole game. When something works, don't immediately reinvent it. Repeat it, tighten it, improve it, make it easier. That's how momentum is built. So here's a promise I want you to take away with you. You don't need more ideas, you need a direction. You don't need a new strategy, you need to finish an outcome. You don't need motivation, you need a simple plan you can repeat. I can teach this inside the Shifting Gears community, and it's free. And it takes just a couple seconds to join, and the link to my community is in the description. If you're ready to focus on what counts, where you want to have a weekly rhythm, where you ship and you feel like you belong, subscribe to the channel because this channel is building, not sparring. So I'll see you in the next one.